at the
analysis paralysis, I think. We'll
analysis paralysis.
Analysis paralysis.
Overthinking.
He's got his shot off, and now he's like, I'm not sure what to do now.
No, exactly.
So here we have Ben, right? Hello, Ben.
Hi.
What are you running today, Ben?
Marauders with a Marauder Warlord, 4 more beasts, Commando, a Mauler, a Rainmaker, and a Goblin Sniper who's already bought.
He's already
one. First shot of the game.
There's the Mauler hiding about there. And this is Ben's terrain, actually. Ben's beautiful terrain, and on my map, which is a custom map from Game Mats EU. So you can see that looks quite nice. We are paying 150 points in a scenario called Invade.
2 with an 8. So it's not so great.
But the main idea is that there are 2 1-point objectives here, and here, and 2 4-point objectives. One there,
And he's still dead.
and one there. And the idea is that you're sort of pushing across the table for this. And Ben is playing against Richard Martin. Hello, Richard. How are you doing? So what have you got, sir? What have you got in your list today?
List today, lots of Pathfinders, well, 3 of them. 1 Pathfinder Sergeant.
Let's have a look at those. A dog. You always bring a dog, don't you?
Yeah, they're useful.
Lots of Pathfinders. How many Pathfinders is it, sorry?
3 in this, the 150 list. Sniper and Strider.
And a Strider with a heavy burst laser, because why wouldn't you? So yeah, that's good. And you can see, with scout moves, Richard has already gained a little height here. He's got a couple of guys up here, got another guy who's likely to be in position to get some height as well at the moment. We've got some zombies having a bath, which is different, you know, it's different. Grand. So we've had 1 goblin down so far.
And a more beast.
And a more beast. Oh, I missed that one.
The Pathfinders there.
How many VPs is a Morbius?
1.
Just one. Cool.
Bad turn of shooting.
Yeah, but
I'm just jumping back in. I'm still on round 1. We had a few more beasts go down. There's Goblin Sniper, 2 more beasts go down. But Ben is moving up with the rest of his faction. So he's got his Warlord here. He's got a Commando down there. And we've got another more beast up the back here. And then his 2 suits, his Mauler and his Rainmaker over there. Richard is, as we said before, capturing the high ground, so he's climbed up with his Strider, another Pathfinder. And his Pathfinder on a small bit of height here. He's just shooting at the Warlord. He's got 3 hits and 2
and tough.
2 survive and tough. So the Warlord just brazens it out, which is good. You can see how a really dense table this is, and how good terrain and a nice mat. And even the item tokens, these resin ones, are no longer available, unfortunately. But these little resin tokens that Richard has painted up very nicely just really make the game look so much more visually attractive. So, good job. Good. Who's going to go first? Right. So this is the start of turn 2. Ben has lost a lot, but turn 2 is where it's at for Marauders, because Ben's got quite a combat-orientated one. So he's got this Morbius in prime position. He did have a couple of others, but they've ended up disappearing.
3 of us are dead.
Mauler hanging out down there. Rainmaker there. Ben gets the initiative in this round, and we had a charity event here where you get an extra command dice once per game, and Ben has just used his. He's got some extra activations, a shoot dice,
to use my Frenzy.
Splat, which gives him the Frenzy 4.
It gives which one I choose Frenzy 4.
And he's got an extra move dice as well, so I think he's going to do a serious damage with this Morbeast.
My Morbeast here is going to sprint 1, 2, 3 into your commander. There.
Oh, I thought you were going to take the one on top, but that's probably the right move. I think taking him off would take his tack down, of course.
4 dice because I've moved in.
Right, let's have a little look at these. So,
I might as well not bother trying to survive this. Come on, 3.
so
Morbeast.
Are you surviving, Rich, or? Let's have a look. Ben's on the ground. Oh, there's an 8 in there. I can't really see the dice, so we'll come back. Let's see the result.
Yeah, I'll re-roll the 8.
See how this fight goes.
Frenzy. Yeah, 5
to 1.
He only needed one. He only needed one of his 4 frenzies there on the green mage, but he is ripped apart. Leader's down, so that's a loss of attack dice. We didn't got the sound effects there from back. There's a bit of gnawing going on there as well, I think. So 3v VPs and a tournament point for a leader kill, which is what we're doing in this. And of course, he is losing attack dice, as I've mentioned, about 3 times now.
Right.
So that's the first activation. Ben has an extra activation, which he is now going to use because he'd be mad not to. He now has to think. I think he really wanted some more beasts to be alive, but
that was the idea.
Yeah.
Assassin more beasts on a
yeah, that's your only more beast, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so unfortunately that's his only one left.
However, that sniper I don't see.
Other options though.
My Rainmaker.
Unfortunately, most of his other models are going to be out of charge range at the minute.
You can pin it.
Rocket salvo.
Okay.
On the sniper.
Range 8, is it?
Range 8.
Yeah, so he's firing
Indirect
one-use
3,
rocket salvo
1
from
use.
here.
Okay. So 2 dice. So shoot.
Because if nothing
I need
else,
to hit you
it
with
might
one
damage
die.
him, but most importantly it will pin him,
So 5
which means as a sniper with a heavy weapon,
Yep.
Richard
So
will have to use his
Going 3, so
splat
3 and
dice
4s.
yep.
if he wants to shoot. So he's hit him, and he's just done 2 damage with an 8, 2 damage. And Rich has survived all of those, so he is
That's 2.
okay.
So he's fine. He then scatters. So scatter.
Just catching up a little bit, and still in round 2 at the moment. So Strider has moved forwards. This Morbeast didn't die.
That's going to give me
3
5
shots
dice.
from the dog drone, who's then repositioned up here.
Hitting on.
Not much else has happened. The Marauder that was down there has died. But this is an interesting one. I just want to point out. So this is a Ripper Mauler who's got into combat there with that Pathfinder. Now the Ripper Mauler started in that base cube of this tower.
Tough takes one out.
And that's actually a bit too far to move normally, but Ben very, very smartly moved here for 1,
So 2. So
and
another
here
one.
onto this
Gone. How many VPs?
space, which is too small for him to
He
stand
is
on.
3 VPs.
But he can
1 TP.
jump on it as long as it doesn't finish there, and then a move dice to go up into combat. So it's a really smart move, because if he'd have tried to go normally, he'd have gone 1, down 2 on the floor, 3, 4, he wouldn't have been able to fit. But by jumping on that area, that is fine, so excellent work.
So there's
Nice, because I'm still Tactician 1 on the board, but I don't get to re-roll.
yep.
So just coming back in round 3,
To re-roll.
both leaders are now dead, so the Warlord got taken out as well by from this Pathfinder on the top of the tower.
There we go.
So Benny's down to Tactician 4, because that's the same as he was anyway, because the Warlord was on 4. Benny's still on Tactician 4, but he's got a Mauler left, even though he's lost his leader, whereas Richard's down to Tactician 3. Ben's got dice of 2 moves, 1 splat for the Frenzy, and 1 fight dice. Sorry, not 1 fight dice, 1 extra dice. So that's not bad, but he needs to... The move dice could be useful because he can kill something and then move on after a kill, hopefully. Richard has got a splat, which is your tag splat, isn't it, this guy? It's Enforcer. Sorry, Pathfinder Sergeant he had. And he's got 2 extra dice, which might be useful to keep models alive. So we'll see how this goes.
Decision on going up.
Frenzy.
What did I say? So Ben has done exactly what is sensible, and he jumped onto the Enforcer Pathfinder who was here, and then used his move, munched him up, and then used his move dice to go there, and used a splat on him, which lasts for the round.
Lasts for the round,
So he counted for both.
Goes into the Frenzy 4.
He knows how to play. He knows how to play with his
More
Marauder
beasts
splat.
with Frenzy 4, Assassin Dogs is how you play them.
Assassin dogs.
He's
Unfortunately,
taken down 3, and he's injured. He is my star of the
yeah,
show.
absolutely. He's an MVP, isn't he?
Yeah.
The dog
I still think he won't survive the game, but we'll see. So yeah, no extra activation unfortunately for Ben though. So it is going to be
All I've got
Pathfinder
left
time
is
to get him.
1 move and him left.
Yeah, so we've just had a little chat. This Marauder, if he were able to, he could actually move up onto the tower.
Okay.
If he were to kill that guy, but we'll have to see.
He's in the open. He'd be rude not to. He's about to go anyway. I'm going to tag and shoot the dog.
Tag and shoot from that Pathfinder up onto the dog. That's going to be a clear
MVP
shot as
is
well.
going down.
He's going to get like... Well, how many dice do you get? 7 dice?
Clear.
1 for hire.
1 for tag.
7 dice.
Go on, use your extra 2 dice there.
No, because I need that for killing him.
There will be 1 dead Morbeast any second now. Yes, there's lots and lots of successes in there. I think there's 5 successes at the minute. 5 successes.
Right, 8 train, come on.
That's hard to...
8 train.
8 train. Oh! That is anything but
That is gutting.
a train of any type. MVP, he did his job. He's taken off a total of
5 victory points and
victory
1
points and
tournament.
3
6, because he killed the leader. He's 3.
Yeah,
So 6 VP for 1 dog.
very good swap. So this Marauder is about to destroy that Pathfinder. The Pathfinder
Do I
already.
try and survive it to keep the other one alive? No, because I want to snipe you so they can die. So
Buzzsaw.
Also, he gets some good dice in there. He's got Frenzy. Oh, he's 1 dead already. He's got about 5 successes versus 2 already. So
6 to 2.
that is 1 dead Pathfinder.
Move die.
Move dice to take him
That's 2 VP.
onto the top. We'll just clarify that he would be okay to climb up to the top there. Here we go.
Not enough.
Where are you at,
To
T?
Munch,
I'm at
the Pathfinder there.
In total?
yeah.
Right, so if you kill him, you're not going to win. No. That's okay.
But it's the best.
No, it's
So we're 150 points, so it's 16 we
I'm
can
just
get
thinking
to.
if
So
otherwise I need to...
what is happening here, Ben is conscious that he can't win the game, not without significant luck,
Okay,
but
so
he needs to get as
I'm
close as
surviving
possible because it's a
moving in,
tournament, so
bigger than you.
we will use the victory points for attrition and determining ties. So it might make the difference between first, second, third, for instance. 3 survives
5
and 6 successes, so that's another dead one. So you're up to 12 victory points. Richard was on 14 at the start of this turn. He's up to 15 for killing
1, 2,
the more
3, 4,
beasts,
5,
so
6,
he really
7,
just
8,
needs to
9,
stand on an
10,
objective now and he will win.
11.
But I think he really does want to kill that last
intel
guy there. He's been saving 2 dice with his sniper. I
Okay,
think
so
he
that's
can
you
hit.
done, yeah?
So he'll be rolling
Right,
7
that's me.
dice,
Strider,
2
1,
dice.
2, onto the 4 VP mark.
All right, yeah. So his Strider's gone forwards onto the 4 VP.
So
So,
it's actually played
again,
mission.
thinking very sensibly about
And
gaining
the sniper
points,
then-
which will count in the overall tournament. So this is the end of round 3 and the end of the game. So Richard moved his Strider onto that objective, gained 4 victory points. He moved his sniper over here and then he took a shot at the Marauder, but didn't kill him. So Richard has 2 models left on the table and Ben has 1, and the total was 19 points to Richard and 12 to Ben. So here we are. We're in game 2. That's the attack on Stockport 18. This is a Scour, slightly updated version that we're trying out today. Basically, it's the same scenario. There were slightly bigger deployment zones. 150 points. We've got Ian Davies over there with his plague. Hello, Ian. And we've got James Tandy. Hello, James.
Hello.
James is bringing Forge Fathers. And so we can see James's faction here. He's got an Iron Ancestor with Magma Cannon and Twin House Storm Horse Cannon. He's got a couple of militia. He's got another militia man somewhere else as well. And down here. Oh, down there somewhere hiding. And a Forge Guard Huskarl as a leader. So just around this side we can see Ian's plague all hiding out here. We've got a bunch of dogs, and some zombies, Terraton and Aberration.
He's going to run.
Yeah, all hiding over here. Some Iron Ancestor shooting, I suspect.
And he's going to pick twice as many models.
Here we are, still in round 1. James has finished all his stuff because he's only got 7 Forge File bottles or something like that.
There was Plague HMG
Who came up here?
took out a militia. Clear shot from above, not a problem. Militia had a shot at him, did nothing. Forge Guard for Skull came up using the hollow sight, blew him away.
Quickly taken off that HMG. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it's a similar sort of swap, really, isn't it? But, what else is going on? Just a lot of repositioning. Oh, it's a 3A. You bought a normal 3A? Are you mad?
He's a specialist.
Oh, right.
No, I'm not mad.
Yeah. So not a lot going on in a minute, but obviously James has got himself in the position of controlling the mid-ground. There's an Aberration decided to come play down there. And Ian has just decided what to do with the rest of his force.
There's a few things that can pick stuff up.
Yes. We'll catch up in a second with what's going on. So we have done some Forge Fiber shooting. This Forge Fiber just fired through that Terraton through there. Look at that scary thing through the booty. But most importantly for this round is that the Iron Ancestor took out the Aberration that was sitting down there. They did require a shoot dice to do it, but he did manage to take him off.
Shot his balls off.
Yes, that's what he did. There's a couple of... So at the moment it's one militiaman down for the Forge Guard and 1 Aberration and 2 3A specialists. Lots and lots of hiding stuff at the moment. These guys obviously moving forwards. The rest of the stuff's coming quite at the back here, isn't it? Yeah.
A couple of zombies down there.
Oh god, I can't even see where stuff is. It's around here somewhere.
That's the idea.
Yeah. That's what keeps them alive.
Hey, you see them
dog hiding down there.
Through the door there.
alive. You might as well go for the rain.
Well, keeps them dead.
And I will use my
We
shoot
cut back
dice.
to the action, just as.
I will use my shoot dice to do exactly the same again. 4.
Still shoot.
2, even worse. After all those 8s earlier.
Oh, it is the 8. It is the 8. Yes! So here we are in round 2. We started to see a bit more action. So
zombies are moving
Territon has
in.
jumped forwards with the dogs. The dog took out a militiaman, I think. A dog came charging up here, tried to get this militiaman, wounded him. The militia then walked away, clear-shotted twice, and only managed to wound the dog. That is what you get when you buy Forged Father militia. They are cheap. They unlock Iron Ancestors, but they're not very good.
They're not cheerful either.
They're not cheerful. They're not cheerful. Well, I can't see what else. Dour.
That's the exact word I was thinking.
What else is going on? You've got zombies still under here, haven't you? I think. I can't. Do you know what? I can't see anything.
One there.
It's such a good table. I can't see anything. And in camera as well. But the Iron Ancestors are sitting pretty. He may be getting lonely soon, but he is sitting pretty.
Well, hopefully not.
The aberration died by doing this move before, but Ian's not a man to break with habits. He's going to send his next big Gribbly into the open killing grounds, standing on the corpse of his previous aberration. Oh well, never mind. Just catching up with some action. So a zombie has come into here and done a wound on 2 wounds on the Huskar.
No, just one. The
just
2
one.
wounds are on the Territon.
Just one, sorry. This militiaman attacked a dog, killed a dog. Another dog came in, killed the militiaman. And we have a zombie attacking an Iron Ancestor. Ian has rolled a mighty 1 success. Fighting back, it's just 2, but that's enough. Was he fighting back or were you surviving?
Yeah, fighting back.
Oh, yeah.
Never survive. If you fight and you survive, only 1 difference. I always go for the fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 difference and it's, survive.
But that zombie went in there not for a laugh. He went in there as part of a plan, a strategic plan. No one knows quite what that strategic plan was, but Ian has moved up 1 and then a move dice to move with inexorable speed.
Now, I am bigger than you.
Squish time! Right, this might be
I
interesting.
have arrived.
Fighting on 3s, obviously, for the Plague Lord.
And I am... now, let's see, this is...
4 dice, 5 dice for the Iron Ancestor because he is larger than the 1A and the 1A is injured.
I am going to...
But obviously Ian, we're rolling 4 dice, moving in.
Fight back.
Fight back, fight back.
Be brave.
Fight back. Yes, I'm
Fight back,
fighting.
fighting back. Ooh, 1 success for the Iron Ancestor.
4.
And 4 for the Plague Lord. Right.
So that's your 1 success.
AP.
AP 1.
Ah!
How many you got?
4.
4?
Yes.
What nonsense is this? This game is broken.
Spot what's missing. So the Iron Ancestor walked out from the Plague 1A. The Plague 1A was unable to get through his armour.
I'm going to shoot the dog.
And then the Iron Ancestor shot back down. Took 2 hits of shooting, but managed to eventually get rid of the Plague Lord, who was already wounded, unfortunately.
I'm going to shoot the dog from above.
Shoot dice now, isn't it? Shoot down onto the dog here.
Hailstorm water cannon.
Missile launcher one gets me walked
Way
on.
to fire 1.
Just one
hit on the dog.
Not dead.
With
The hailstorm water cannon.
Trying to survive now, Ian. He has 3 dice.
full sword. Oh, you're shooting it?
Yeah.
Use the shoot dice.
Yeah, he's shoot dice. So he's 1 on the dog.
Oh, the dog survived. So it comes down to Ian now. What is Ian going to do with his last?
Him? You're who?
3.
So he's going to want to kill this Huskar, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's gone.
The question then is, can he do anything? He probably can't do anything much against the Iron Ancestor, so probably just kill that and then call it a day from there.
He's worth 3 VP.
the boss.
So, you can see the Teraton didn't do anything in the fight.
Nothing.
Moved out and shot back in the Teraton. The zombie went in and whiffed against the Huskar, and then the dog joined in and it also zeroed out.
No.
Is that it? 10-5.
It's one of those things you can't do.
5. How much the victory points at the moment, guys? For it's 150 points, needs 16 to win. See, most of the points that have gone for the Forge Guard have been Forge Fathers, sorry, have been the cheaper one. Some of the big Plague Guards have gone nice.
10, 14, plus I got an objective, so I'm on 15.
15 for James's Forge Fathers and
3
for the
Just a case of I'm going to use that.
Plague, because although it looked like they were about to get really take hold, unfortunately a lot of those last combats just didn't quite work out for Ian, so the Forge Fathers are in the driving seat. Round 5, last round. Here we go. So with the first activation, did the Huskar finish them off?
No, the Iron Ancestor took a clear shot.
Clear shot.
Drop 2 for his friendly fire.
Okay, yeah, so Iron Ancestor from height, clear shot onto the last 2 models, took them out, despite the -2 for there being friend in the cube, but that finished off the Plague and they're all done. End of the game. Final score will have been 16 points to 3.
I got 1 object, which just got me to that.
Yeah, so you both ignored the Scour mission. One, for 2 reasons. 1, the Forge Fathers didn't really have any models, and 2, the Plague had hardly any models that could pick anything up. So that's the way it is. So this is the 3rd game, the attack on Stockport 18. We're playing the Circus, which is a mission that we've just trying out, something different. So there are 4 central objectives of 1 victory point, and then the factions, as you can see, are split. So the forces are there, and here, and the Plague are there, and here. So it's quite a different sort of scenario. We've got Chris, who is playing with his enforcers. And we've got Ian Davies again. Oh, Ian Davies again. Playing with his Plague.
I'm even bored of myself.
Every day. But you can see that we've got a few Pathfinders down here, and a Sniper and a Dog Drone. We've played 200 points this time, so up to 20 victory points to win. We've got the Aberration 2A, 2 dogs and a zombie there. We've got a 1A Mortar Team, HMG, Teraton,
Just the worst luck.
zombie there. And we have a Strider with a Genling and some more Pathfinders over this side. What have we got hiding down here? We've got some stuff hiding down here in the building as well, which I think is more Pathfinders inside that building underneath. So here we go, just doing their first moves, getting themselves sorted. So start of round 2. Got a Blade Swarm, Aberration, ready to charge forwards.
Right.
Ooh. Lots of shooting coming down.
Oh, they've let you down.
That's 2 8s.
2 8s.
So who's that shooting?
The sniper. Oh
dear, yeah, so it's having to play Lord. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything, despite rolling a lot of dice. A few of them came up hits. This Teraton has jumped on here and ripped open a enforcer. Sniper, I think it was, who was there. It was a sniper. Oh, yeah. And it looks like that Dog Drone is looking fairly nervous as well, I suspect. In fact, is that all you've got left on this side, I think? Yes. Oh my goodness. So it's Operation Bastion, isn't it? Yeah, Operation, keep what you've got in one corner now.
3 standards, sniper and height.
So the advantage of this game, obviously, whilst the objectives are only worth 1 point, the Plague have a lot of models, so now they've taken care of most of one side, they will probably be able to just sit some models, scoring objectives, turn after turn. And then obviously concentrate on trying to get
My
them
second point of armour on my top.
Oh, we'll get rid of it then, won't it?
So Ian is doing something that has never before been seen by a Plague army, which is using a heavy machine gun with great success to eliminate most of Chris's men. So he's had a couple of clear shots, and he's taken out a leader, another Pathfinder, and he's just managed to kill that one just there as well.
And bring up the mortar.
As I say, he's got a lot of models. He's going to fire his mortar now from right at the back here. Plonk. That's the sound of mortar makes.
So
This looks like a prime
the top guy. So even if he doesn't injure him, he will make him fall a long way down. Of course, being a pathfinder.
No, it's only one.
Oh, he's missed though. No.
Which cube is that guy in that cube? Right, okay, so on a 1 it scatters into that cube. No. Shoot again.
Another mortar. He's going to try again with a mortar. He missed the first time. He does hit this time. There's even a red mark where it's zoned in. Only does one wound, potential wound, which is saved, but more importantly, the bouncing around is what's important. See where he goes. Let's see where he goes.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. He hits a wall.
Beat me off with his hammerhead.
And he takes one hit from the wall.
No, I've got 2 guys.
Which kills him! The wall kills him! Oh, wounds him. Sorry, I thought he was already injured.
No.
Well, actually, that probably worked out fair, because if he'd have fallen
Yes,
down...
I would have much preferred to have
He'd have been rolling, what, 5 dice, I think, before him down there. So that would have almost certainly done more damage than just hitting the imaginary wall
and
that
would
is...
not have been on top of the tower.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Right, I'd forgotten I was meant to be recording this game, so what's been happening?
It's been pretty one-sided.
Oh yeah, I know.
2 right off the new back.
So, Aberration moving forwards, still alive, taking a bit of damage, but still alive. Aberration's using tough in this, we did that as a tournament rule today, so that's why he's perhaps a little bit different. But he will have to test a rampage, obviously, next time. So, got loads of dogs swarming dogs. And a swarm which swarms as well, doesn't it? I mean, that's all it does. So, what you got left, Chris? Just
these 3.
Let's say the models are there. Well, I'm still alive, same ones as before.
The deployment zone was this 4th square.
Yeah. I think that might go poorly for the Enforcer Pathfinder, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. You know.
So, I'm going to survive. I've arrived and you're injured.
Oh, no, you survived. Yes, I survived, so, yeah.
I'm going to fight you again.
Right. Oh, here it comes. But he's standing up this time, so he can choose to fight or...
I've put the 2 big spikes at the back up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good roll, though. That's a good roll. He had rolled well, but he has been eaten, properly eaten this time. The dog gets him, and that leaves just 2 models for Chris. Yeah, I think when we come back there might not be much left, so we'll leave it there. Oh my goodness. So we had a swarm that came off the top here, down, used its agile, and then charged up. You can see it just stuck there. And Chris decided to fight back. He threw some extra dice into this as well, and he got 3 8s. So that's pretty bad. It's AP2 as well on the swarm. 2 successes for Chris. He was fighting. Yeah, so 2 successes. Lots for Ian.
You get extra armor and then 5 wounds.
5 wounds, and he has killed it from full health to destroyed. Wow, and you threw what, 2 extra dice into that, wasn't it? 2 extra dice. And to be honest, even if Chris had chosen to survive, he would have been alive, but with just 1 wound left, wouldn't he? Which would have been pretty grim as well. So. Wow, nasty. Never mess with an angry swarm.
He's reevaluating his life.
This guy, and he did almost kill that 2A. However, that is the end of Chris's turn. And pretty much Ian can choose what he wants to destroy this guy with. I think he's got
No, Ian can't
fit, can he?
What he's doing.
All these big things, can't fit on there, which is lovely. So he'll have to attack him with a dog or something. So.
That is what's
Or you could mortar him again.
He's already had a go.
I'm here to tell you, your name.
No, the mortar's already had a go.
There's a dog down there which is going to charge up and attack that guy. So let's see if he can do it. Let's see if that dog can do it. The dog rolls 3 successes. And Chris decided to fight back. He gets 1 success. However, 3 into 1 is spent. End of the game. TPK, and Chris is enjoying Deadzone a lot. He's enjoying Deadzone. That's been good. Well, it's been good, though, isn't it? Yeah, good game. Right. So this is the final game of the attack on Stockport 18. We've got the top table here, which is Ross Diggle with his enforcers. There he is, thinking about stuff. It's hard for him, I can tell. And then we've got James Tandy with his Forge Fibers, who's actually at the top of the table at the minute with Ross in second. 200 points, we're playing Breakthrough. Slight modification here that if you get a model across the table, we've said that you get an extra victory point on top of what their normal points are. We're joining the game partway through the first round, and already the Forge Guard Huskarl has been taken off. He has been killed by, is it Pathfinder shooting that took him off? Pathfinders. James just retaliated by his Steel Warrior specialist with Hailstorm Autocannon has just taken off a Pathfinder there. And you can see that Ross has got most of his guys in this corner here. Moving up to gain that height, and James has he's got a mixture across the board actually. He's fairly well spread. Got a couple of blockers here, got a Steel Warrior up there, the Iron Ancestor of course, another Steel Warrior, and that's where the Forge Guard Huskarl was before he died. And you can see again there, the shooting line. We are at Element Games, which is a lovely venue if you haven't been here in Northwest Gaming Centre, Stockport, south of Manchester. And we are catching up. There was a Steel Warrior here who came forward to shoot a clear shot against an Enforcer, but didn't manage to do any damage, and then the Enforcer came back and took the Jesus out of him. These guys are just running for the objective, of course, and Breakthrough, so they're going to go. We've got 3 damage on the Iron Ancestor here, because this sniper got an amazing roll on him and took 3 damage, so it really is close to the Iron Ancestor going. He's the only thing that James has left, but I'm sure he's going to make the most of it.
Down, normal move, up.
And now he's going to blow them apart, presumably, or try to.
So from above,
Who are you shooting?
the leader, with the...
So yeah, as you might have heard, that's Ross's leader in there as well. He's been shot by the house on autocannons. At the moment, he's got lots of hits.
And another 8. And another 8. And my weight of fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 hits and 3 survives.
I got my tournament points at the end.
Ah, yes. So James is excited there because he needed 1 tournament point to make sure that he could get to retain his first position. So now he knows he has won the tournament. He may well lose this game, but he has won the tournament.
I used my move dice.
So, because Ross will only be able to get a maximum of 5, and he had 10 tournament points, which then take him to 15, and James started this game on 15 tournament points, so obviously game 1 will take him to 16. So
Actually, which one's worth more?
Ensured that he will win the tournament, which is very good play, very sensible play. He's just firing back there at the sniper, trying to see if he can take him. It's 2 hits, and the Enforcer is fine, he's survived 2. So now James is out, and it's up to Ross now to see how many points he can get to either go over 20 to win the game, or to kill the Iron Ancestor and win the game based on a wipeout.
Can you use it?
So Ross has just moved that guy up for no real reason, but just to make it more thematic. He's shooting down onto the Iron Ancestor. 3 saves for the Iron Ancestor. 5. And 5 hits.
4 armour.
But none of those go through.
Shot again.
So he has another shoot dice, so we're going to do the same again. Just 2 survives for the Iron Ancestor this time. Only 3 hits, but 2 8s. Oh, it's another 8. 4, 2, but he just saves with the armour again. Despite all those wounds, it's still very, very difficult to get rid of an Iron Ancestor without missile launchers.
Okay, I'm going to do him, and he's going to use the move dice. 1, 2, move dice.
Okay, so he's moved that Enforcer off.
So how much is
he is worth
2 now.
3. So he would... Oh, he's a Soul Enforcer, so he's normally worth 1. He goes to 2 for moving off the table.
He's then going to move off for another 2.
There's another 2 victory points.
I'm all getting off.
How many does this take you to now?
12.
I'm on
13,
16.
14, 15, 16, yeah.
So it's 20 to win.
He's already tagged. He's going to shoot him.
So tagged and holosighted, because his holosight belonged to someone else, but he was killed, and the holosight was then picked up by the other.
So, Kaya,
Pathfinder.
tagged, and holosight.
Lots of dice, but no AP principally.
2 saves.
So we needed some 8s here, and there aren't any, so that's going to be fine again.
I'll do another shot with him.
Shoot dice played to see if we can get any more damage on this Iron Ancestor. James gets 5 survives, sorry, and only 4 hits. So the Iron Ancestor, like I say, is incredibly resistant.
Okay, and then his last shot, he'll shoot him.
Still try and just pepper in, because basically this is a dice game at the end of the day. Yeah, they're moving across to get out, start again. It's a dice game at the end of the day, so if you just keep rolling dice, you might eventually get through. Basically, it all comes down to 8s. If he gets any 8s, he didn't, unfortunately, so he only got 2 hits, and it's still safe. So that is the end of that round.
Turn 5.
Start at turn 5.
9.
Ross is on 16, and
Do I still
James is
count
on
them
9.
towards the reroll it?
No, they've gone off the table now.
Okay.
So, Tactician, just 3 dice for command dice for James, and 3 dice now because the leader's dead as well for Ross, and neither side can re-roll.
You first?
Yep.
Got a move dice, that's about the only thing useful that James got, and a shoot dice is about the only thing useful that Ross got.
I got the move splat.
Oh yeah, it's the splat which makes you move further, isn't it? Yeah.
So I could go.
Hey, twin.
So the Iron Ancestor didn't manage to kill anything, despite trying to shoot that wounded Enforcer with both his guns. But he's moved down to try and get out of the way, but is still in vision from the Sniper. So Sniper has tried to hit him. We've got 4 survives, and
5, 6, 7.
7 hits.
3, so AP and 3 armour.
The AP1 takes him down to 0, but 1 more success would have wounded him. But he's still in the game. He's got shoot dice. He's doing the same again. 2 survives for James, but a pretty rubbish roll for Ross. So just 3, so nothing gets through. So I think he'll struggle to take this guy off, but it is the last round anyway. So we'll see how it goes. If Ross doesn't manage to cross 20, it won't be a win. Actually, it'll be a draw. So, actually, things have conspired against Ross just a little bit here in this last round or 2.
So,
That's it, is it?
from round 5 now.
Did they not shoot? They couldn't shoot those guys.
Was that round 5?
That was round 5,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Those guys couldn't shoot when they moved there. They'd moved too
Couldn't see
far.
him.
Yeah.
Because that's solid.
So yeah, so that's the end of round 5. So it's going to finish as a draw,
Play fella.
despite looking very, very much like a win there
That was
for Ross.
Yeah.
Ross has how many points to finish? 16.
16, yeah.
Yeah, and James finishes on 9. So 16-9. So because neither crossed 20, and both sides have a model at least on the table,
Yeah.
it is a draw. Right. That actually ends up with James winning the tournament. So well done, James.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Congratulations. How does it feel? How does it feel to be best in show?
Last tournament I took an Iron Ancestor. He got wiped out on the last game. It was a tour de force.
That was
this
Ian,
time,
wasn't it? He took you down?
yeah, three injuries. It was squeaky bum time.
Got 2 wins left.
I'm pleased to have held my own.
Yeah. I think that was tough.
Shouldn't be
Tough
doing
game,
that
that
in
one.
public.
Tough
Shouldn't be
game.
holding your own in public. It's just wrong.
Losing the Forge Guard Huskarl early on
Yeah, that was bad. Wasn't it?
really hamstrung.
Losing
me.
attack dice is the key, I think.
We're losing both, and then with such a small force, not getting the reroll. If you've got 5 in a reroll and no reroll, it doesn't matter so much.
We don't yet know where Ross is going to come. I think he's probably going to come in the top 3, but we don't know exactly if it'll be 2nd or 3rd.
I won't. I'll come 4th. Let's face it. I never win
Could
it. Yeah,
actually
silverware.
be 4th. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.